So here we have the Ford Kuga ST line on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with those black alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that by pressing the button on the tailgate itself, or by pressing the button at the bottom of this key 2 times in quick succession. And as you'll see, that will then open up. As we approach the boot, you'll notice we have reversing sensors. We've also got a reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of the car. And now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in great condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard of the car, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle you can see the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges, and above that we have the trip computer. That also includes the total miles on this car of 3,409. You can change the information displayed in the main trip computer section by pressing buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel for various bits of fuel economy information, or that digital readout for the speedometer that you can see being displayed now. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using just a moment ago are these ones on the left, beneath which we've got cruise control and speed limiter. On the right hand side we have stereo controls, as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you've paired up your phone, and that is done on the touch screen in the center just here. Hit add device.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found.
And then just follow those instructions on screen. It's very easy to do. When it comes to music in this car, you've got plenty of options. AM, FM and DAB radio. There's a CD player, and you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. And on top of that, there are 2 separate USB inputs, so you can connect up devices via USB if you wish to. We've also got, as you may have seen on the home screen, satellite navigation. There's a full video showing this working on our website and on our Facebook page, which is well worth checking out. And finally, for the main screen, I mentioned that this car had a reversing camera. You can see that working just there. So it's a full colour camera with guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see behind you, and you can clearly see the back of the car just here, so it does make it very easy to get up close to any object you're reversing towards. Below that we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on the passenger side, the driver side, fan speed up or down from here. Once you're happy with those settings, you can determine where within the car you'd like the air to be distributed. Hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto, and the car will take control of the fan speed to keep it at 20 degrees. You can override that at any time you wish to. We've also got a proper heated front screen and heated rear screen, as well as driver and passenger heated seats with 3 different heat settings each. Below that, we've got these buttons along here. So first of all, from the left, this is to turn off the stop and start. So this car is designed to cut out in traffic when you're stationary, which will in turn save you fuel. That button turns that system off. This button will open up the tailgate from inside the car. That will turn on or off the parking sensors. And this one is the autonomous parking. So if I give that button a push and show you on the main screen, this car is able to parallel park itself and perpendicular park as well. There are 2 separate videos on our website and on our Facebook page showing how this works. It's well worth checking that out. But basically the car will do the steering for you. You do everything else, but it will tell you what to do and when. So really clever system. Lastly, we're just going to finish by mentioning the panoramic glass sunroof. So first of all, this button up here will open up the sun blind. It will open up halfway back, and then a second push will allow it to open all the way to the back. So as you can see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light. But as it's not just a panoramic roof, it's a panoramic sunroof, this front section will also slide open to let in air as well as that light. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.